On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11 empty,
Again, it's Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
11. Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
12.
They go play action with Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 mighty. Hey, can.
Burrow on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 28-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Steps away. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go, Charles. The first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett steps away to his left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Yeah, he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
Here we go.
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. The a nice spin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for second down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Burrow. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Pickett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far.
And he's going to go down again. Sam Hubbard, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege, I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11 MT, 11 MT.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
It's Mixon on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow bulldozes past him, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This offense in mid-season form near the opener. It's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengalsians are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. 10 amused with it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 mighty.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
11.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Done. 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And Hayden Hurst's only year as the unquestioned starter, he had 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets them a first down here.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They go play action with Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller guy. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Finding Walker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett. Down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Pickett.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. The toss play to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. This is Sims. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Pickett. Sliding out of the... Pickett lost it. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. This was not just the opener of a brand new season. This was a division game here in week 1. And it comes through with a road start against a division opponent. It gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.